Hi, welcome to Wonder Mom, where I share tips, thoughts, and tools to help you live a more productive life so that you can really focus on the things that matter to you. In this episode, I'm going to be sharing 3 tips on setting goals for your relationships. And this can relate to your relationship with anyone, not just your partner or your spouse. So stay tuned. I always found it really easy to create goals for my work. It's always easier for me to create work goals because there's always a project going on, there's always growth in work that I wanted to achieve. And so it came really easy for me to set goals in the work area of my life, but it wasn't as easy to create goals in my relationships. And I thought, this is an area I could really use some help on. And I thought, well, if I could use some help on it, I'm figuring there's somebody else out there who might need some help in this area too. So I wanted to just outline 3 things that can help you set goals in your relationships. Number 1 is creating a long-term vision for your relationship. Now, if you're a parent, maybe that long-term vision is that you want to have a close and an open relationship with your child when they're an adult. Like you want them to be able to talk to you about anything, and not feel that they have to keep everything from you. Maybe that's a goal, that's a long-term vision goal for you. Or maybe if you're married, a long-term vision for your marriage might be that you're really close emotionally, that you spend frequent times together, that you travel together, that you do things together, or whatever it is. Creating a long-term vision for the relationship that you have in mind is one of the first steps to setting a goal in that area or for that relationship. And this can also be the same for whether you're creating a goal for a relationship with a friend or a best friend, or even the customers that come into your shop. Like it doesn't, if it's a relationship human to human, create a long-term vision of where you want to get to in that relationship with this person or group of people or whoever the other person is. So that's tip number 1. Number 2 is, if it's possible, discuss your vision or your long-term goal with the other person. I say if it's possible because if you're a parent and your long-term vision is to have a close relationship with your child, and your child is 1 year old, you're not going to be able to have a discussion with them about this goal that you have for your relationship with them. But where it's possible, discuss your vision with that person. If this is your spouse, then sit down with your spouse and have a discussion with them and let them know what your vision is for your relationship with them. Maybe they have something to contribute to that as well. Like maybe they have ideas about where they want the relationship to grow and to be, and it might be useful to get their input too. So if possible, discuss with the other person your vision for your relationship with them. That's number 2. The 3rd tip is to create action-oriented goals. Now, it's quite easy in the relationship domain of our life to create goals which are a statement of how we want to be with the other person. Say, for example, for parenting, I want to be a better mother, or in your marriage, I want to be a better spouse. But the problem with setting goals that start with the being verb is that it's not as actionable as a goal that starts with an action verb, like I want to listen attentively when my husband speaks to me, or I want to make sure I put my phone down when I'm playing with my kids. Like that's an action that you can see what it is, what the action is that you need to take so that you can work towards your goal. So the 3rd tip for this episode is to make your goals action oriented. Try not to start your goal with a being verb. So that's my 3rd tip. If you want to get a goal planner, this is a free download which you can get from papermepretty.co.uk. I'll make sure I put the link down below. And it might not look exactly like this because our designs for Paper Me Pretty change every month. So the design might be different, but essentially the information will be the same. You'll write your goal out. You'll write why you want to achieve the goal. You will make a note of the actions that you want to take, and when you want to achieve it by, and even if you're going to reward yourself, which I recommend you reward yourself for every goal, you'll put your reward there. And this will just really help you to make progress on your goals. It really is a great system, a great format. So when you write your goal, make sure that it's action oriented so that you can know with more clarity what the action is that you want to achieve in your relationships. I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you like it, make sure you click the like button and hit subscribe. And if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below and I'll be sure to answer them. Until next time, I'll see you in the next episode of Wonder Mom Tips, Thoughts, and Tools.